right, everybody, welcome back to Stinker, Drinker, Thinker. We're three guys. We pour some pours and make some cocktails, and we rank them in this beautifully developed ranking system that we've made, known as the Stinker, Drinker, Thinker. We just tell you the goddamn honest truth. We're smart guys. We speak in absolutes 100% of the time around here. 60% of the time, we're probably wrong. You can Google it after the fact and DM us and be a troll. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. I'm Anthony Longano, the best host of any podcast in podcast history, which is only really like since the podcast boom, which is 4 years old now, I guess.
That's
When everyone got locked up and decided to buy microphones from some weird online dealer. Anyway, I am joined here by my two loving co-hosts. One with hair and one without.
Don't really look.
The one with hair, Troy the Body Viglotti. Troy, say hello.
Hi.
Wait a second.
And then, Matt McKibble. Matt, say hello.
Do as you're told.
Hello, companions.
We're having a good time. We just got off an episode where we reviewed Little Book Chapter 6 and the new Knob Creek 18-year release. You can check that out on your favorite podcast platform and on our YouTube channel. Wherever you check it out, if there's a little button that looks like this, hit it. There's a little button that's got 5 stars. Hit all the way to the right. And if there's a button that says subscribe or download or follow or whatever, do it, please. For the love of Christ. And then you can just turn off notifications if you really don't like us. It's fine.
Undo the bell, but do everything else.
Whatever. Just, hit the button for us and you'll help us get to people who might like us more than you. So I'm excited about this one. A couple weeks ago, we do this thing called the Cocktail Doctors, which I'm sure at some point will make their grand entrance here. But it's a user-submitted cocktail that we get, which you can, if you have a cocktail at home that you're working on that you're not necessarily sure what's missing, you can submit it through our website at stinkerdrinkerthinker.com. This is one of our second submissions from our good friend Adam. And when we saw it come through the email, me and Troy basically had sex with each other mentally. No?
I actually saw it on his Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then I DM'd him and told him to
No,
submit
I saw it first.
Cool. You saw it first.
No,
but,
I saw it first.
which is funny because
What's
Troy
his Instagram?
didn't tell me that he saw it.
I didn't.
And then I liked it. And then the next day we were in the car and I was like, hey, Troy, did you see Adam's cocktail? He's like, I did. And he's like, well, he submitted it to the Cocktail Doctor because I saw it first and I asked him to submit it. We can fight about this offline. Don't matter.
Bare knuckle boxing.
But it's like all of me and Troy's favorite things. So
Very much, yeah. Very much.
It's going to be very, 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 very hard for us to make it better.
Impossible, I'm going to say.
Troy really thinks it's impossible. He's so sure of himself.
Well, yeah, there's a reason, which we'll get into.
Okay. Matt, you want to read the submission?
I do. I wish we had the Cocktail Doctor music to go for. But no, it's okay. What are we doing? It's fine. What is your name? Adam Vandeswag. Every time I hear him, like, that can't be his real name. But apparently that's his real name.
He sent me a picture of him and his wife in, like, bathrobes in this mansion.
I need to see his, like, driver's license. To
it's not real.
Name.
No, he told me it wasn't real. And then he sent me an actual picture. But, like, I just imagine this guy drinking the finest fucking cognac out of a snifter in a bathrobe somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's the name of your cocktail? Adult apple cider. What are the ingredients? 2 ounces Clyde Mays Original Alabama-style whiskey, 3 ounces fresh apple cider, ½ ounce Amaro Maletti, ½ ounce fresh lemon juice, ½ ounce almond orgeat. How is it prepared? Shake all of the ingredients with ice and strain into a double rocks glass over a large fresh cube, garnish with an apple fan. Why do you like it? Like autumn in a glass. What do you want to improve about it? I think it's missing a spice element. Do you have any dietary restrictions or spirits you hate? No restrictions here. Is there anything you'd like us to know? You guys are awesome. Well, thanks.
That's cool.
What is your Instagram username? Anthony?
The gentleman.
The gentleman raconteur.
You do the craziest, like, Zorro type roll. I think my favorite thing about that submission is that Adam's using not only Alabama style whiskey from Clyde Mays, but also Maletti. The one thing I am curious about is it's apple on top of apple on.
Is
to
Milady
some
apple-y?
extent. No, but I mean, Alabama style whiskey, according to what
Right.
LC told us, is they
Oh,
use,
apple cider.
yeah, they
I
use
see. Okay.
dried apples in the barrel with it to give it that hint of color. It's not necessarily flavored whiskey; it's just more for the coloring. But then like apple cider, apple wheel.
Apple fan.
Troy, give a flavor profile for Milady.
I think, without it being in front of me, there's cola sort of notes to it, like bitter sort of cola, and tree bark, and obviously, like I could say gentian, but that doesn't mean anything to anyone or me, really. So I just won't say that.
It's a root, right? Just like a fucking
yeah.
medicinal root.
So
Yeah.
okay, but oaky,
I mean, there's,
earthy.
Spice and
Okay.
whatnot. Yeah.
It's delicious. I think it's a very underused part of the Amari family. Would you not agree with that?
I wouldn't not agree with that. I do agree with that.
You guys are just talking above my head right now. I don't know what's happening, but I do know.
I like using cocktails that have Milady. I know that.
There you go. So I think as normal, we're gonna make his cocktail. We are going to give it a try. We're going to recommend some changes, perhaps talk about it, and then see what we come up.
We're
with.
going to diagnose it and write a prescription, not a subscription.
A subscription. But if you do run a subscription, it's the Secret Drinker Thinker podcast on
Yeah, just
YouTube
press
and
the button.
Facebook and
Press the
wherever.
button.
It is.
Just a little back for people who don't know what Clyde May's original Alabama style whiskey is. We did a whole podcast with LC May, grandson of Clyde May's, on here. It's actually, I think it was one of the first videos we ever did on YouTube.
It was our second posted
YouTube.
video, I think.
And if you guys are just following us and watching us on YouTube, we have about 30 other episodes that are non-filmed, but you can listen to on your favorite podcast platform. This was the first one that we did a video with LC, who was an awesome guy, sent us his whole line. And just, if you see their stuff, it's worth I think it's like a $35 bottle.
Or less.
Yeah, or less. It's a slugger. It's real good. So it's definitely can be made in a cocktail, but I also think you can just kind of slug it neat on a nice summer night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll go make this, and then we'll bring it back, and we'll see if the Cape Crusaders can even do anything to it.
Can they? Find out next on Cocktail Break.
That was so dumb.
Cocktail Break.
Cocktail break.
Welcome back from Cracker Break. This Cracker Break is brought to you by Easty Boy Bread Company. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Courtney. And thank you for the crackers. We love you very, very much. But it's also brought to you by a joke. Anthony, I'm going to have you. There's too many good ones. 1, 2, or 3.
I don't get asked any jokes
He's
anymore.
going to pick it. Then I have to ask it
It's
to
fine.
you.
Hey, Troy, what number do you want me to pick?
1, 2, or 3.
It's your choice.
2.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, Matt.
What number? Number 2. Hey, Troy. Oh, my God. These are all so dirty. I'm sorry, everybody. Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll?
What? Time out. I just want to make sure I heard that right.
Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll? Troy?
I don't know.
Because Ken came in a different box. Sorry, everybody.
Who was that?
That was the internet.
That was the internet. The internet wins, guys. Get on the internet's level. My God. I'm going to use that.
That's pretty good.
Tell my daughter that when I take her to school tomorrow. She's like, what? Get a call at 10:30. Mr. Langana, your daughter is telling dirty jokes at recess. Anyway.
She must be listening to the Stinker Drinker Thinker podcast. You should check it out, Principal.
She thinks I'm famous. It's funny.
Well, you are.
I know, kind of.
What do we got?
Yeah, so what did Adam call this one? I totally
The
forgot.
adult apple cider.
The adult apple cider. There's a lot of apple cider in here. Half ounce fresh squeezed lemon juice, half ounce homemade orgeat, half ounce Milady, 2 ounces of Clyde May's Alabama style whiskey, 3 ounces of apple cider, shaken, poured over a large cube with an apple wheel. I used Honeycrisp apples for the garnish, and I'm sure we're gonna dunk those fuckers. And then also we used Honeycrisp apple cider as well. I can't imagine this sucks. And me and Troy have said this a million times. Like, this is everything we want to drink, especially this time of year, in a glass. So,
is it specifically Maletti? Is like that's the thing, or is it
I mean, just
combination
Amaro in general and Maletti.
I can see Maletti doing well.
I can see it doing very well, and this is just another reason why we love Adam is because he appreciates fine spirits, and I think Maletti is, like we said earlier, Maletti is just a very overlooked.
Yeah.
All right.
There's something else I forgot when you were talking about like the flavor profile. There's a good amount of like cinnamon in Maletti,
which might make it work here.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I don't have any garnish spheres because I gave them all to Troy because I hate garnish spheres. So this is a toothpick.
Oh.
Watch your nose and your eyes.
It kind of looks like a smoothie from here. It's a frothy smoothie. Handoff, 10 out of 10.
Thanks.
Pass him back.
The orgeat is obviously the one that's kind of given that thicker consistency to it.
I mean, that's just... It tastes like the equivalent of adult milkshake. It just has like that extra little bit of tinge of something, but it still tastes like a nice apple cider.
Apples going in the drink so we can soak them up and eat them.
Okay. I mean, that's just very drinkable.
Reminds me of something. Kind of reminds me of a Gold Rush with apple cider for some reason. Not as much tang or honey sweetness, obviously.
Is it Golden Delicious apples for that?
It's missing something.
He said it's missing spice.
It needs bitters, first and foremost.
Okay.
I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I think it needs some sort of bitters. And I do have an apple spiced bitters upstairs. I also have that.
What about like brightness? Do you think it's bright enough?
No, I think it needs more acid, and I think it needs less apple cider.
Do you think like lemon juice,
Do you agree with that, Troy?
Less apple cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, taking an ounce of, it's 3 ounces of apple cider. So again, half ounce Rosette, half ounce Maletti, half ounce lemon juice, 2 ounces of bourbon, and 3 ounces of apple cider. I also think rye would hit way more than bourbon. I don't know.
Give that spicy note.
Yeah.
I feel like this drink at 3 ounces, the quality of your apple cider dictates the entire drink too.
Agreed. And
True.
I mean, it's Honeycrisp apple cider. Like, you can't be terrible. Guys, take this. I'm going to slug it.
Yeah. But he had like an orchard cider, like, fresh from the orchard.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was
like Delicious Orchards in New Jersey.
Yeah, something like that.
That place is bomb.com.
Yeah. But I do.
Not that it's unapproachable or not drinkable, because if Adam, you were making me these right now, that is the dream cocktail helmet scenario.
But the thing about this that isn't necessarily, it's not striking the chord that maybe you or I would want, as delicious as it is that it's very much an adult cider.
Sure.
It's not so much a whiskey dominant cocktail.
Yeah.
This is like cider with the complement of whiskey versus a whiskey cocktail with the complement of cider. So I have a suspicion that at least you and I, and maybe even Matt, wouldn't mind a cocktail that's a little bit more whiskey forward.
I want more cocktail, less like drink.
Yeah.
So
does that make sense?
I think
and
what happened,
that's absolutely. And please let the record show. That's truly fucking delicious.
It is really good.
It is.
No disrespect.
And we know Adam very well just from social media and conversations back and forth. Adam, I swear to God, you're going to be on this podcast within the next month.
Yeah.
We're going to work that out. We have to do it. We'll get better at. We're going to sit down and actually plan things for once. But I can just see Adam in his bathrobe next to his fire in his 4-story mansion, sipping on these drinks and just thinking, I've had a long day. Adam, when the night goes cold and you have taint sweat from your bathrobe and your fire's not burning any hotter and your cocktail sucks, which it doesn't, who are you going to call?
Who's he going to call? Wait, Adam.
Troy. Adam's going to call Troy.
Adam, no, wait, is he going to call me? He wouldn't call me. That'd be terrible.
You're an intern.
Yeah. You shouldn't call me.
You're a cock intern.
My number's not even on the business card yet.
Who's Anthony?
He knew me first, you fucking asshole. You're the cocktail doctors, everybody. That's me and Troy, the body of a Glotty.
Hey, that's a good people.
And that's what he did. Well, actually, no, he didn't. I actually, he posted this cocktail, and I just feel like me and Troy could sit here and argue over who saw it first, but just in like parallel universes, me and Troy are both on our phones like, holy fuck, I can't wait to tell Anthony about this.
Without
And I'm like, holy fuck, I can't wait to tell Troy about this.
Yeah, except I just sat there and didn't text anybody or tell you.
And then I messaged Adam, I was like, dude, send me the recipe. And then like, didn't look. He posted the recipe. I was just so excited about the picture, and I saw apple cider and Maletti, and I was like, fuck yeah. And anyway, he was kind enough to submit it through the proper forum, even though we would have took this.
We've taken it anyway.
Yeah, we would have taken it and done something with it. I feel like we can fuck with this drink a lot more than I thought we were going to, and that's not a knock on you. I think that there is magic to be had here.
I got 2 words, and let me know how you feel.
Yeah,
Allspice, dram.
yeah. Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel about rye?
I feel good.
I was thinking either
Not super
some sort of
barrel proof though. I think.
No. We'll keep it light. Or we could do,
Balcones 100.
if we're gonna
100
stay
rye.
with bourbon. What if we did a little bit of Elijah Craig toasted barrel and some rye? We split it up.
Do you have the Balcones 100 proof rye?
No. Hear me.
Hear you.
What do you think of that?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Mixture 10 rye.
There's plenty of toasted barrel to go around, unfortunately, for everybody.
I only
else.
have a bottle and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
And then like for the rye type of thing, maybe something High West.
What about the malted rye? No, that'd be weird.
I think the malted rye might be a little too thin for it. Honestly, I mean, I love that malted rye. That new Riff malted rye is good. Very good.
Are you the one that's got the laws stuff?
Laws,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually just bought a 4-pack of a trial pack from them.
Oh my god. Jesus.
I mean, if you want to stay home with LC, we can just whip out the Clyde Mays rye, but I think that's a little bit too,
Ooh.
like, what do you think?
What if we just try to
It's
keep
bright.
it in the family?
It's bright and spicy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can, put the toasted barrel with it. So, obviously, I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to back off the apple cider. So, we're going to take an ounce out of the apple cider. I think it still hits with lemon juice. I think, could we beef up the orgeat in here?
It's a half ounce.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to. But I think in order for the cut to happen,
Time out. That is really fucking good.
well, you're getting toward the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see what's going on in there now.
Oh my god.
Apple break.
Apple. There's no apple breaks. All right. I think that's a good start.
We're going to stick with Maletti because we obviously talk so. You look so funny right now.
Wait, hold on. I got to join the party. Hold on.
You guys know how I preach about vermouth on here all the time. Drink your vermouth. Eat your garnishes. Another thing. Anyway.
Chewing break.
Like your olives in a martini.
No. Fuck martinis. Fuck vodka. Drink whiskey. So if we're removing some of the apple cider and replacing, technically we're going to put some allspice jam in there. What do you think? A half ounce of that too to keep it equal with the other stuff? That sounds pretty potent.
We'll taste.
I also
maybe
think
start with the quarter.
I think we should put some bitters in there too.
In addition to that's the other thing. Are we going to stick with Maletti?
I think we should stick with Maletti.
Okay. Maletti obviously should cover.
We can do Zucca, dude.
The bitterness should be covered in the Amaro.
Then let's do Zucca instead. And if not, let's add a couple dashes of bitters.
Do you want to fuck around and find out?
Or Braulio.
Braulio's. We could do Braulio. We are fucking around and finding out right now. We're talking about things. Yeah.
What if we did like half
What if I got all?
Braulio, half Montenegro?
I don't have any Montenegro left.
Oh my!
There's a bottle upstairs.
No,
Empty?
it's got like a
Okay.
yeah. It's got
Oh
nothing.
my
in it.
God!
There's an Amaro shortage in Indiana.
Thought this is-
Hoosiers don't like Italians.
Oh, we had a full bar.
Hey, Italians! You ever have the never-ending breadsticks at Fazoli's? Like they're gonna order fucking Amaro. Get out of here. They walk in there. It's like, why don't you have this anymore? Oh, there's a shortage. The distributor can't get it. The Italians are not shipping to our borders. Anyway, I love this state. Go Hoosiers! Anyway, you can tell I'm Jersey raised, right? All right, you're making this one. So I just gave you all the ingredients. We discussed them together, obviously, but
So
I'm honestly thinking bitters. And we can keep them leady. You can mix them leady. You can use Braulio or whatever the fuck we talked about. I already forgot. But I think the big thing is, and before we do that, actually, can we taste the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel real quick?
fine.
Yeah, I think we should.
If we must.
I want to see something because you know it's gonna. Can you grab it? It's right behind the 18-year right there. Can you just move my Elijah Craig 18-year and grab the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel? Thank you.
This is more like a 1.7, by the way.
Well, I mean, I finished the other one, and then there's another one there. I can't, dude. So we almost got kicked out of Heaven Hill. Did we tell this story on this podcast already?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, did we? On the podcast? I don't know.
I don't know.
Might have.
And then they charged me $200 for a bottle of Elijah Craig 18-year.
Yep. Take a little swiggy.
Yeah, right out of the bottle. No, let's do a little tasting. Pour it in the glass here. So, we had a great tour at Heaven Hill. Or it was a tasting. It was the whiskey connoisseur taster.
Doesn't matter what you ask for.
We're having a pour. We're going to figure out the cocktail. Matt, where's your glass?
Somewhere gone.
Luckily, you have 54 of them right there.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about doing a pour on here. Here it is. I'm the one who's got to wake up at 6 and take my daughter to school. So Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel.
I was just saying, it's just like, all right, we're just going for it.
Yeah. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel is pretty cool. It's not like your typical toasted barrel bourbon that everyone's doing where it's a toasted barrel. It's essentially, this is Elijah Craig small batch that they age to completion and then they finish in a toasted barrel. Reason being is they didn't put it. They didn't.
God. No, he's talking about the age to completion thing.
And then finish. Sorry.
Troy's the child, and he can't.
Essentially, they were hopping on the bandwagon and saw everyone started doing toasted barrel stuff, especially Michter's.
They're like, we already have this done.
They already mentioned Michter's, so like they couldn't get something out in the world quick enough, so they just took some small batch and aged it, and it's fucking delicious. It really is.
That's allocated. People go crazy for it.
It is. I mean, it's a $50 bottle. It tastes like s'mores.
I'd like some more, please.
That was cute, Trey. But it does taste like s'mores, like literally like a s'more. It's funny.
It's a little too good.
It is really good.
So,
but I think it would go well in here. That's the
difference between the char and the toast in terms of a barrel is a lot of time and a lot less heat.
Yep.
And I don't know how they get these barrels to like revolve. Like if there's like some sort of electric thing that they put them on and they just kind of spin slowly.
At the cooperage, you mean? When
Yeah.
they're charring?
When they're toasting.
They do them vertically normally, but toasting is different.
That's the thing. I've seen the char,
Yeah.
but I've never seen the process of a toast.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it takes approximately 7 minutes, and you're basically trying to get an equal amount of color on each
stave. It's like a rotisserie barrel.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, basically, yeah. That's
The
a great
rotisserie chicken.
yeah.
That's a
of the
great
barrel
analogy,
world.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
And everyone does it a little bit longer than everyone else too.
Yeah.
But
And less heat obviously makes it so that it won't be overly burnt. But
yeah,
it's really I thought it was kind of interesting.
it was interesting. Can we do a little cheers to Herb over at Heaven Hill who put a fucking
can.
pour spout on Parker's Heritage and started slinging it all over the ground?
I don't know him. I don't know him, but I hear good
He
things.
knows how to live.
Yeah, cheers. And cheers to Adam.
Nailed it.
Salute, Adam.
Yeah, seriously, love you.
I think that would fit well in there.
I do agree.
I do declare.
But I think we should brighten it up with some rye.
Yeah.
Allspice dram, orgeat, lemon juice, 2 ounces of apple cider. Like what else do we need there?
2 ounces of apple cider, I think, might be too much.
Ounce and a half?
Well, they did 3. He did 3 ounces.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to cut it 1.5 ounces down?
I think we're just making a cocktail rather than an adult apple cider.
I'm thinking an ounce.
Ooh,
thinking a total
only
ounce.
one?
Yeah, max.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a lot.
All right. Well, let's see what you come up with, Troy.
Get to work.
Okie
Ready?
dokie.
Cocktail Doctor break.
Beep, beep.
Welcome back from cocktail break. We have quite the thing you got there, Troy. Hey, Troy.
Hey.
1 or 3?
1.
What's green and smells like pork?
Don't know.
Kermit's fingers.
Oh my.
Yikes.
Anyway.
Wow. That's the first time I think I've owed mine. That's usually
Oh my.
Troy's thing.
What do we got here, Troy?
We got a birthday cake.
Birthday cake drink.
Can you hold up the camera? Can see. I don't know if you're ever gonna get a photo of this, but
It's an already at one point lit fifth birthday candle that is holding a garnish of an apple wheel in there because, again, I got rid of cocktail spheres. I used a toothpick last time, but you couldn't find those, obviously.
found a candle.
Yeah, I saw it had a pointy edge, and I went for it.
It's also
All right.
the 5th official Cocktail Doctor episode, so we thought it was fitting.
A fifth shoal.
A
Fifth show.
fifth show. What did you end up doing?
Well, we did the equal parts Eli Toasted Barrel and Clyde Mays Rye Whiskey. I did 3/4 ounce of each. But I actually started off the whole shebang with some spiced apple bitters that I discovered.
The ones that I mentioned earlier, that I said I had some spiced apple bitters, that I've probably made you 25 cocktails with. Yeah.
So I've never heard of them before. It was like an epiphany.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of
Troy-
pushing the bitters.
Troy found him like, oh my god, you have to try these.
They're delicious, too.
Yeah, they're very, very
Forgot the
good.
name of the brand. It's like
too.
Thomas something.
They were Dash Fire.
Oh, they're Dash Fire, yeah.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Dash Fire?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
yeah,
a couple drops of bitters.
a couple drops of those. The equal parts whiskeys. We did. It probably ended up being about 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 1 ounce of apple cider, and I did 1/4 ounce of each Maletti and Nebbiolo. I saw the Chiaro, and I tasted it too, and I was like, "This is good. This is really good." It was once I tasted the Maletti, I'm like, "Oh my god, this makes so much sense."
Yeah.
And then the Braulio was like the X factor.
Adam has great taste buds, so I'm assuming he did similar things.
It was definitely not by accident for sure.
So before I try this, do you think you accomplished your goal?
And I'm not done.
Oh,
And then I did about potentially 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat as well.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
where the orgeat was at.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in
And
there,
guess
you
what
can
I
see it.
forgot to put into it?
What?
Allspice ram.
Well, I mean, you put the spiced apple cider bitter,
Yeah.
apple cider
Completely. Like, didn't even look for it.
bitters. Yeah. Well,
That sucks.
let's hope you didn't fucking,
well,
we're
next
the
time
doctors here.
Yeah, next time we doctor.
I don't want to get sued for malpractice, Troy. All right.
That'd be if ours sucks, tell us it's malpractice.
Well, it's right away. It smells more like a cocktail than it does apple cider, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's got. I feel like it already has got the missing fall element, the spice.
The candle wax.
Yeah. It's kind of got like a pumpkin spice latte thing going on.
Troy's so upset he forgot the allspice ram.
Yeah.
It's
like,
literally the only thing we need to put in there.
son of a mother.
Holy fungal. Holy fuck.
We're going to have to do another episode.
Part 2, redo.
Yeah.
Or we can just make.
Redux.
I got a
You
bunch
gonna
of
pass
orgeat
that
in
or
there.
what?
Holy fuck.
Is it going to need the redux?
Two. Big gulps.
Holy fuck.
All right. Pass it around. Ay.
You have just climbing the ladder here. You are now officially cocktail doctor number 1.5.
It smells very nice. Very nice.
Just get some wax in your nose there, man.
This is like creamy. It's like more like apple pie.
Yeah,
Right, I think it's
it's
too.
definitely a great dessert drink, but I could still sit next to a warm fire and slug a bunch of those. That's like Halloween eggnog.
You know what I'm going to call it?
What?
Mambo number 5.
There has to be
It
a
has
cocktail.
to be. It has to be garnished with a 5 candle.
Oh my
God.
Why do you call it
God.
cocktail number 5?
Stupidest sense of
Just call it
humor
cocktail number
of
5.
anybody that ever lived.
Mambo number 5.
Cocktail number 5.
I bet some. I bet so. Yep, it's already a thing. But
Call it the cocktail number 5.
it's called the Mambo 5.
I'm going to tell you the
dude.
most impressive ingredient in this cocktail is lemon juice.
Yeah, there's more of it in there, and you definitely get a little bit more of the cheek sucking because of it. It balances it out so much more. The other one was definitely missing some acid.
I'm an acid head.
Yeah,
I mean, but it tastes more like apple pie because it has that like citrusy kind of like.
You got to think of a different name, which is funny because this Mambo.
Do I have to?
Yeah,
We
I mean
call
the
the
Mambo
apple-
number 5 cocktail exists.
The apple pie 5.
And
The
I mean, it's got
apple
the same
pie.
color.
They
It's
can all
served in a
fuck
high.
off.
It's served in a highball with a lime wheel. And guess what the base spirit is? Vodka.
I knew it. I knew it.
Russian vodka. A half shot of triple sec. A half shot of
What
apricot
is this?
brandy.
What is this?
A
guy
quarter shot of Campari. And 5 shots of orange juice.
doing? What?
They're not even doing ounces. I swear to God, it's shots. Everybody,
Nice.
it's
Oh
shots.
my
Pit,
God.
Shots,
dude,
shots.
fucking Pitbull drinks this for breakfast, dude. I swear to God.
I think you got to think. Yeah, there'll be a better name.
Well, if you say so.
The 5 der swag or the Vander
Ooh.
5. There's something there.
About the daddy left me on my 5th birthday cocktail. I don't know. It's burnt out. You know.
5.
I don't
If
know.
there was 5 apple slices,
I got 5 on it.
Oh God. 5.
That's what we
I'm
used to.
on five-
They
I'm
used
on
to say
Fiverr.
when we were trying to hop on a blunt back in the day. You just throw down a $5 bill.
Anyway,
Drug test me. I'm clean. Get out of here.
Troy.
You know the song, right?
Troy.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my God.
I don't listen to music.
Oh my God.
I don't even
I'm
like
gonna play
music.
it for you later.
Troy. You have elevated this cocktail. You've added a spice and honestly a citrus note that already existed, but kind of elevated the citrus in
Dude,
there.
honestly, man, I didn't do anything. I'm going to be completely transparent with everybody here.
You did everything.
All I did was cut back the cider.
And that was the first thing I noticed too when I was making it. It's like that's an awful lot of apple cider.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Adam gave me everything that I needed.
Especially the allspice.
I think it was missing bitters though. I really do think it was missing bitters, which I'm happy that I suggested bitters and no one wanted to hear me. But when I said apple cider vinegars, bitters or whatever the fuck I said, apple spice bitters up there, no one heard it. I guess, but it is on recording with 4 cameras and 3 microphones. You know, I'm happy you found them. Because I think that honestly,
I think you planted them there.
Dude, they've been there for months. It's like they're the first bitters there.
I've literally never seen them.
Yeah, I've
before.
used them a bunch.
I don't think you have. It's like Mandela
Never once
effect.
in my life. It was
The
like,
bottle is half empty.
It's a Mandela effect. Someone just drank it one day and gave you half a bottle.
So a couple things here. This apple on this 5th candle is going with me.
It's three slices, one for each of us.
Oh,
Yep, just one bite for you.
I can like bird feed it to you.
Okay. How was that? Nice? Really enjoyable?
Also, I really want to just finish this, but
Just do it.
Oh,
Anthony.
sure, yeah.
We're already this far. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just finish
cool.
it.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
drink your whiskey. Your allocated whiskey.
All right. Do you think?
It's only allocated for me?
Do you think, Anthony? it's your Troy's allocation.
Okay.
Do you think, Anthony, this is a successful cocktail doctoring?
Yeah. I think it was a good joint effort.
It was. Yeah.
I agree.
However, if I really had my way with this, there would have been 2 things
Allspice Dram.
and pecan orgeat.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, on the next episode.
Like, we should do it on Sunday.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Because like as good as that was,
This is better, Adam, and I speak from the bottom of my taint here. Your drink was fantastic. This is better. I feel like with Allspice Dram and pecan orgeat. When we talked about this a few days ago, Troy's like, I can't wait to do this. I'm going to make pecan orgeat on my day off.
Yeah, and
then he showed up here and I was like, hey, where's the orgeat? And he's like,
No, it wasn't. I completely forgot. It wasn't.
Aaron
like
Judge hit 62. You had to.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
like
true. Goddamn.
long day for Troy today. Well, that was great. If you guys are working on something at home, cocktail wise, especially this time of year, this is like cocktail season, and I'm super excited about it. If you're working at something at home and you need a little bit of some cocktail love butter, go hit the link in our bio or go to our website at stinkerdrinkerthinker.com and submit it to the cocktail doctors, and we'll write you a fat subscription to heaven.
It's the only way you're getting
that was fantastic, Adam. I'll DM you the exact recipe. I know Troy just kind of spitballed it off here, but I'll send it to you. And thank you again for submitting, as always, my friend. It's always a pleasure. This is the 5th time I think I'm going to say this on here, and I just want to say it one more time for good measure. Within the next 8 episodes, you guys will meet Mr. Vanderswag.
In person?
And he's going to be on the bathrobe episode that I've been so much looking forward to. We're going to have an episode where we're all in bathrobes, and Adam, you're going to be here with us. Dude, if you want to fly in and be here in person, I got an extra guest room. You're fine. Or if you want to zoom in a bathrobe, whatever you want to do, but we're doing it.
Put you up on the TV.
We'll put you up on the TV, the makeshift TV. Bathrobe episode with the gentleman coming soon. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for everything you do for us. We appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Coming up next. Do we have any idea what we're doing next?
I mean, I mentioned a core line episode at some point. I don't know if we want to do that or not. But...
that's got to be a day where we have a lot of time.
Which is not now.
Which is not now. I kind of want to dig into some Bardstown Bourbon Company stuff at some point, too. Yeah. We'll talk about it, and we'll figure it out. But thanks again. Troy, from the bottom of your heart, lead us out.
Only with you.
Cocktail doctors, lead us out.
You're an intern. You lead us out.
No,
the interns.
You started it, Matt.
Yodelay.